Give me a minute, because it looks like we have Zelensky's final response to Russia's Victory Day parade ceasefire announcement. Now, as we know, the Russians want to have their parade. They want to have the world come to Moscow and see how mighty Russia is. With tanks they borrowed from the Kazakhs and a bunch of Chinese soldiers marching in Red Square, because everybody they have is kind of busy. So, Putin by fiat dictates this ceasefire. Zelensky calls it theatrical. Nonsense, right? Just an excuse to not have his parade bombed. Xi Jinping, the Chinese administration, have officially asked Kyiv to not pull any shit at the parade because their great dear leader is going to be there, right? Xi Jinping will be in attendance watching his troops march through Red Square, which I do rather think could be foretelling. We'll see what happens. A little foreshadowing there, future action. Anyway, Kyiv has said no. We're not going to guarantee anybody's safety. You're going to a war zone. You know you're going to a war zone. You're going to the home of a murderous, genocidal lunatic who is trying to destroy us all. So that's on you and them. However, and it is tough with Zelensky, guys, because everything gets translated. And sometimes when my friends look at the original, there's disagreements about what he might have meant. So if I understand it correctly, what Zelensky seems to be saying is bullshit. Your 3 days is nothing. We can start a 30-day unconditional ceasefire. Anytime you want. You want to start at May 5th, we'll start at May 5th. You want to start at May 7th, we'll start at May 7th. But if we don't start it by May 7th, if the guns don't go silent on May 7th, then as Budanov said, you better tell your guests to bring earplugs. The worst that happens is that the Ukrainians get 4 days to regroup and prepare. Right, and then Russia breaks it on the 5th day. That's the worst thing that could happen. The best thing that could happen is they get a 4-day break. No air alarms, no offensives, no shooting. A chance to clean up, rest up, and figure out what you're going to do when the hammer drops on Monday. Bring your earplugs, kids. It's going to be a loud week.